She wasn't handed fame, yet there was always an intensity in her presence, a quiet strength behind her eyes that made every scene feel heavier, more real. Damla Sönmez didn't chase the spotlight recklessly. She built her reputation step by step, choosing depth over noise and substance over speed. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Damla Sönmez was born on May 3, 1987, in Istanbul, Turkey. From an early age, she was drawn to performance and expression. She studied at the prestigious St. Joseph French High School before continuing her education at Paris-Sorbonne University and later Mimar Sinan Fine Arts University, where she trained in theater. That academic foundation shaped her artistic discipline, giving her a technical command of performance that would later define her career. Her acting journey began in the mid-2000s with television appearances, but it was her role in the series Geisgundas that first introduced her to a wider audience. However, Damla's breakthrough came with the critically acclaimed drama Aşk-ı Kaya, where her emotionally layered performance proved she wasn't just another rising actress. She was a serious talent capable of carrying complex narratives. Rather than leaning into predictable roles, Damla consistently gravitated toward challenging characters. In Çukur, one of Turkey's most talked-about crime dramas, she portrayed Efsun, a character filled with emotional conflict and sharp intelligence. Her performance added depth to the series and expanded her fan base dramatically. Later, in Aziz, she once again demonstrated her ability to balance vulnerability with strength, further cementing her reputation as a versatile performer. Damla's approach to her craft reflects careful intention. She is known for immersing herself fully into her roles, prioritizing psychological realism and authenticity. Instead of chasing constant visibility, she selects projects that align with artistic value, which has earned her respect not only from audiences, but also from critics and industry insiders. Off-screen, Damla maintains a refined, yet understated public image. Fluent in multiple languages and deeply connected to theater, she represents a blend of cultural sophistication and grounded professionalism. She has collaborated with fashion and lifestyle brands, appearing at high-profile events, yet she keeps her private life guarded and controlled. Her lifestyle reflects balance and intellectual curiosity. She values artistic growth, literature, and meaningful storytelling. While her relationships have occasionally drawn media attention, she has consistently kept the focus on her work rather than personal headlines. Over the years, Damla Sönmez has built a steady and respected career in both television and film. Her earnings come from acting projects, brand partnerships, and long-term collaborations, reflecting a career built on consistency rather than hype. What truly sets her apart is artistic integrity. In an industry often driven by trends, Damla chooses evolution. She embraces emotionally demanding roles, challenges herself across genres, and prioritizes credibility over comfort. That dedication continues to define her path. As of 2026, Damla Sönmez stands as one of Turkey's most refined and compelling actresses, a performer known not just for fame, but for depth, intelligence, and enduring presence on screen. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. She didn't step into fame by accident. There was always an intensity in her presence, a sharp intelligence paired with emotional honesty that made audiences feel seen. Hazal Kaya didn't just grow up on screen. She matured with her audience, shaping one of the most influential careers in modern Turkish television. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you love detailed journeys, real career growth, and the stories behind iconic stars, make sure to subscribe and stay with us. Hazal Kaya was born on October 1st, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Raised in an artistic and intellectually open environment, she developed a love for storytelling early on. Long before becoming a household name, she trained seriously, studying theater and refining her craft with a discipline uncommon for her age. Her breakthrough came in 2008 with Aşk-ı Memnu, where her portrayal of Nihal Ziyagil left a lasting impact. Despite being one of the youngest cast members, Hazal delivered emotional depth that resonated deeply with viewers and critics alike. The role didn't just introduce her to the public, it established her as a serious actress from the very beginning. Rather than being boxed into one image, Hazal made bold choices. In Adini Faraha Koydum, she embodied vulnerability, ambition, and internal conflict, creating one of the most talked-about characters of the decade. The series became a cultural phenomenon and pushed her popularity far beyond Turkey's borders. As her career progressed, Hazal consciously shifted toward layered and unconventional roles. From the psychological complexity of Bizim Hikaye to the surreal narrative of Para Paulista, Gace Yurisi, she proved her willingness to experiment and evolve. Each project reflected growth, not only in performance, but in perspective. Hazal's strength lies in emotional authenticity. She doesn't perform emotions, she inhabits them. This ability has earned her numerous awards and consistent critical praise, positioning her as one of the most respected actresses of her generation. Off-screen, Hazal Kaya represents balance rather than spectacle. She maintains a thoughtful public image, often speaking about creativity, mental well-being, and individuality. Her lifestyle reflects maturity and intention, valuing privacy while remaining connected with her audience. Her influence extends beyond acting. With a massive global fan base and strong digital presence, Hazal has become a symbol of modern Turkish artistry, intelligent, expressive, and fearless in self-definition. Her net worth and professional stability are the result of long-term consistency, selective projects, and trusted brand collaborations. What truly defines Hazal Kaya is endurance. She has grown with time, embraced change, and refused to stagnate. From a teenage prodigy to a fully realized artist, her journey is one of conscious evolution. As of 2026, Hazal Kaya stands not just as a star, but as a storyteller who continues to shape the emotional language of Turkish television. That's it for today's feature. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more powerful celebrity stories. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.